Fractured clavicle.
I beg your pardon.
Well, you said you couldn't be long, so I've gone straight to the point. A broken collarbone.
What is she going on about?
One of her briefs.
I thought you said it was important.
So it is.
How much is a consultation fee these days?
A glass of wine.
It's not enough.
Bill? Whatever happened to that lovable country doctor who used to give his services for a smile?
Oh, well, he went bankrupt. That's why I've become a hard-headed businessman.
When do you hope to make your first million, Doctor?
Well, if interest rates were to fall and my Harley Street lease were to remain the same, I should think, what, 120 years?
You were talking about a fractured clavicle, Ian.
No, you were talking about a fractured clavicle.
And you were going to tell me how it could happen.
Well, there are various ways.
Such as?
Falling off a horse, tripping over something and putting out your hand to break the fall.
Anything else?
One can be flung against resistant objects.
What would you call resistant objects?
Lady barristers.
Oh.
A brick wall, a car, anything hard.
You say all the right things, Doctor, doesn't he, Miss Peterson?
Eventually.
What's the brief, anyway?
A battered wife.
Malicious wounding. Cheers.
But it's all so ridiculous. As if I would have deliberately broken her collarbone.
Why do you suppose she served a summons on you?
She's neurotic.
In your opinion?
Well, I am a surgeon.
But not a psychiatrist.
She did visit a psychiatrist, Mr. Stanhope.
Yes, when she was 14. Her parents thought she needed treatment. They were right.
And to think that I was the one who was supposed to be in need of psychiatric help.
When was this?
Oh, ages ago. I was, what, 13, 14 at the time.
Does your husband know?
I told him, yes. My parents were being very difficult about the wedding, so I let him know it wasn't the first time they tried to curb my rebelliousness. To be fair to them, they didn't know how to cope with me. They were the ones who needed help.
What did the psychiatrist have to say?
She said that I was perfectly normal.
So you only saw her once?
No, I saw her roughly once a fortnight for about 3 months. But only because I wanted to. I found I could talk to her. She understood me. She was the only person who didn't try to change me.
Would she remember you?
Oh, yes, I'm sure she would.
See to that, Alice, will you?
That's what a solicitor's for.
Now, this I find interesting.
What?
Can you think of any reason why she didn't go to the police?
They knew her of old.
This wasn't the first time she'd accused you of attacking her.
A couple of months previously, she'd burnt her hand whilst ironing. She got all hysterical and blamed me, of course, and then stormed out. The next thing I knew was a phone call from the police saying that she was in a right old state, accusing everyone of everything, and would I please go and pick her up?
She failed to bring charges against him.
I'm not surprised. She knew it was a lie and so did the police. You know, she wouldn't even let me bandage her hand. She said she wanted it as evidence of my cruelty. Cruelty? I've never harmed anyone in my life.
How long have you been married?
11 months.
Have there been other instances of physical violence?
Yes, 3 weeks after we'd been married.
What did he do on that occasion?
He punched me repeatedly in the face and breast.
Again, we've no witnesses.
You did nothing about it?
He gave her the old sob story.
Thank you, Alice, but I'd prefer to hear it from Mrs. Mostyn.
Well, after he'd beaten me up, he walked out and left me. I didn't know what to do. I'd never experienced anything like it before. People had always been very kind to me. Anyway, I managed to stop the nosebleed, and then I heard him come back in again. I started shaking. I was terrified he'd come back to kill me. But no, he just started groveling. He asked me to forgive him. He said it was a brainstorm. He didn't know what had come over him and it wouldn't happen again. He pleaded with me not to tell anybody.
And you didn't?
No.
Not even your parents?
Well, they'd never liked him. I didn't want to hear "we told you so." Besides, we'd only been married 3 weeks and I was still very much in love with him. So I stayed indoors until the swelling and bruising had gone.
These rages of his, when do they occur? After he's been drinking?
No, he doesn't drink very much. In fact, I probably drink more than he does. No, it's usually after a long session in the operating theatre. He gets very tense, and when he comes home, I say something innocuous, and snap, he's a different person.
Then suddenly, snap, the hysteria, the feeling she's being got at. And from then on, anything I say or do is twisted. I mean, listening to her, anyone would think I was a monster.
Are you still living together?
No, she left me. But only to help her case, no other reason.
Having wealthy parents, she was able to walk out on him. Most battered wives are not so fortunate. They have to put up with it.
Mrs. Mostyn, what finally decided you to issue a summons against your husband?
This time there was no remorse. We left the hospital, got into the car, and he said, "A pity I didn't break your neck." And he meant it.
But no witnesses?
No.
He made sure of that.
Surely you told someone at the hospital that your husband had deliberately flung you against a marble fireplace.
I can't honestly remember, but I don't think so.
She'd got into the habit of covering up for him.
Besides, I was in a great deal of pain.
I must say I'd feel a lot happier if we had more witnesses.
There's always Sally Krieg.
There's only Sally Krieg.
She could well be shot down in flames.
I know, but we have to use her. We've no one else.
Without eyewitnesses, they could be in a lot of trouble.
Sally Krieg wasn't an eyewitness. Mind you, I don't know what she'll cook up when she gets in the witness box.
Why do you say that?
Oh, there's no love lost between us. We went out together for 3 or 4 months.
You went out together.
We had an affair.
Was this before your marriage to Mrs. Mostyn?
Oh, yes.
I see.
And poor old Sally never forgave me for walking out on her. For weeks afterwards, she kept phoning me, pestering me. One minute it was I'm going to do myself in, the next minute it was I won't rest until I get my own back. Bitter as cyanide, about twice as deadly.
I see. Now then, we shall certainly plead not guilty. Now, you can go for trial by jury, but I should have thought that a magistrate's court would be as good and quicker.
Yes, let's leave it all with the magistrates. The less publicity, the better.
Not if you're found to be innocent.
Innocent or guilty, the mud will stick.
I don't want his career to be harmed. He's a very good surgeon. Ask any of his colleagues.
Mrs. Mostyn, you're an intelligent woman. You must have realized that by bringing this prosecution, your husband was bound to suffer in some way. Well, you did, didn't you?
Yes, I did. And I hope he does.
Then why the pretense?
I didn't want to sound too callous.
I'm sure she feels she ought to show some concern for him.
But she doesn't. All she feels is bitterness. All she wants is revenge. An eye for an eye. Start pretending she wants to turn the other cheek, and the defense counsel will wipe the floor with her.
You're not very sympathetic, are you?
Word of advice, Mrs. Mostyn. Don't try to play the part of the poor, helpless girl in front of the magistrate.
Why not? That's how I'll feel.
I know, but you don't look the part. And, like you, most magistrates are inclined to go by appearances. Dirty shoes mean a dirty mind. Long hair means drugs. Objectivity means lack of sympathy. What we have to do is persuade whoever we get that appearances can be deceptive. Because, quite frankly, there's precious little else we can do.
I was just passing. I thought I'd look in, see how you were.
How nice. Come in.
Busy?
Going through the books, and not before time. You're putting on weight.
Well, it's too many restaurant chips.
Don't you know where the kitchen is in your flat?
I'll have you know, I gave a dinner party last night.
Why wasn't I invited?
You don't like takeaway Chinese food?
Help yourself to a drink.
I will. What happened with the battered wife brief?
Not until next Tuesday.
You never told me what the husband did for a living.
Guess.
Labourer,
Cold.
lorry driver,
Still cold.
butcher,
Getting warmer?
greengrocer.
No. A surgeon. There are no petty cash entries since last Wednesday. Now, why hasn't Bill entered them?
Is he guilty?
My client says he is, and she ought to know. And Chambers' expenses, why aren't they down?
Your client might be lying.
What's in here?
Not that guilt or innocence will come into it.
That.
It'll all depend who's more persuasive, you or the defense counsel. It's got nothing to do with the truth.
Simply isn't good enough.
Personally, I think the system always comes down harder on the professional man.
No one has the right to terrorize his wife, least of all a professional man.
You don't know this one did.
According to my client, he did.
And that's all you're interested in.
Of course.
In other words, you're simply her mouthpiece.
I think you're beginning to get the hang of it.
And you don't consider yours a quirky profession.
Even the Crippens of this world have the right to a mouthpiece.
Oh, yes, but they're obviously guilty.
Oh, there you go again. All right to be somebody's mouthpiece if he's obviously guilty, all wrong if he's not.
You mean there you go again, putting your own point of view across and trying to pretend it's mine.
One of the tricks I picked up from the male animal.
Is that why you've survived this long?
Survival is a very special feminine quality.
That's typical. Anything male, it's a trick. Anything female, it's a special quality.
I'm glad you agree with me. Where did that come from? only 2 accounts that are up to date. Now, just what the hell does he do all day?
I'm having to work doubly hard, Miss Peterson, to keep Sir John's work in chambers. And the junior work with it.
And I'm very grateful, but it is part of your job to see that the accounts are kept up to date.
Excuse me.
Mr. Bingham.
Oh. Bill here, Mr. Bingham. You pick up the connection at 17:35. Yes, it's a through train to Exeter. Yes, I booked the room for you. Your brief will be waiting for you. Burglary. Bye. Yes? Oh, Mr. Johnson. Yes, I'm glad you phoned in. I've got a brief for you at Kingston. Dangerous driving. Why, what's wrong? Oh, I see. No, I understand. Yes, well, I'll have to, won't I? You'll let me know when you're fit again. Bye. That man's a hypochondriac. He hasn't even got the flu. He just thinks he's got it. Get on to West London, Rosie. Get him to ask Mr. Holden to give us a buzz, right?
Right. Oh, Mr. Colletti.
What? Oh, yes. About the accounts, Miss Peterson.
What do you think?
Charming.
Glad you like it.
About the accounts, what I've always done up to now is set aside a couple of days at the end of the month. If you'd waited another week, you'd have found the books in order.
But how can you remember all the figures?
I have the bills, the chits, bits and pieces, filed away. They only need sorting out.
Where have you got them filed away?
In my desk drawer.
In your desk drawer?
Well, either there or in the cabinet. And, of course, in my in tray.
Tell me, Bill, does anybody else know your accounting system?
I prefer to do that myself.
Why?
Nobody else would understand it.
I'm not surprised.
It is the way I have always worked.
Say I want to know what the Chamber's bank balance is.
Oh, I can tell you that straight away.
What if you're not here to tell me?
Well, then you telephone the bank.
Yes? But I prefer to see it down in black and white. Now, once you've done that, I'd like a detailed breakdown of what the Chambers have brought in during the past 3 years.
What do you mean, a detailed breakdown?
I want to know the earnings of each barrister.
We can get that from their accountants.
I want monthly, quarterly, and half-yearly details.
Oh, I don't know about that.
I would also like you to make out a trial balance since I took over as head of chamber.
Why?
So that I can compare income and expenditure with that of the previous occupant of this chair.
But I can tell you that here and now.
Thank you. I'd rather see the figures. I don't think I'm being difficult, am I?
Excuse me.
Bill, I'd like it as soon as possible.
Yes?
It was for Mr. Elliot.
I just hope she gets old Filson as the beak in the battered wife case.
Why?
As he knows how to handle barristers who step out of line.
Why? What does he do?
He sits on them very hard indeed.
Sounds nasty.
Trial balance, detailed breakdown. I mean, anybody would think that I was chief accountant of British Leyland. Yes. Filson's got the right idea. Won't put up with any nonsense. Like trial balance and detailed breakdowns.
I'm not sure that we should be meeting.
Well, why not? We're still married.
Not for long.
I still love you.
What did you want to see me about?
I was hoping you might have decided to jack it in.
What?
The court case.
Why?
Oh, the muck-raking. It won't be very pleasant for either of us. I'm thinking of you.
Are you?
You've been through enough as it is.
Bit late with your apologies, aren't you?
I'm not apologizing. Why should I apologize? You're doing a despicable thing, Joy. But why do you want to ruin my career?
Well, your career won't be ruined.
Well, look, lovely splashed across the papers. Surgeon denies battering his wife. What have I done to deserve it? And the patients would be delighted to read that whilst
I
they're
must
waiting
be
to be
going
operated.
mad. I really do. What have you done to deserve it?
It's all in your mind, love.
If my mind's warped, what's yours?
Look, if I were to say I'm sorry, if I were to say, let's go and see a psychiatrist, not just you, both of us, get it all sorted out, start again, would you drop the case?
No.
Well, why not?
Revenge.
Revenge? What for? All right. For argument's sake, let's say I treated you badly. And what if I said I wouldn't do it again?
You're not going to get the chance.
But Joy, if I haven't done anything, how can I possibly do it again?
You just said you wouldn't do it again.
That's because I'm trying to find some way of getting through to you. Something to make you see sense. You don't seem to realize you're not well.
So my broken collarbone was just a delusion.
No, but it was an accident.
You didn't mean to break it.
You didn't mean to stumble and fall. So you're going on with this charade? You don't care what happens? You do realize this could jeopardize my career?
Yes.
I could be struck off.
Yes.
You're more sick than I thought you were.
I'll see you in court, Gordon.
Mrs. Mostyn, please tell the court in your own words what happened on the evening of the 14th of December.
My husband arrived home rather late.
What do you call rather late?
7:30. The moment he came in, he started to criticize me. He didn't like what I was wearing. He said that I was a walking advertisement for war on want. He then said the house was dirty and called me a lazy slut.
Did you answer him at all?
No. I'd learnt from bitter experience to keep quiet when he was in that sort of mood.
What sort of mood?
Bad-tempered. I didn't want to antagonize him even further.
Why, had you antagonized him?
No.
You said you didn't wish to antagonize him even further, thereby implying you had antagonized him previously.
I had antagonized him by simply being in the house.
So you tried to avoid answering him?
Yes, but that made him even more angry. He started shouting at me.
What did you do?
I was too frightened to do anything.
Why were you frightened?
I knew it was only a question of time before he started hitting me.
Why? Had he hit you before?
I object to that question. We are here to determine what happened on the evening of December the 14th. Evidence as to other alleged assaults is both irrelevant and highly prejudicial.
So, in my submission, it is quite impossible in a matrimonial case of this kind to view the offence in total isolation from the history and background.
I agree with you, Miss Peterson. Please proceed.
Had your husband hit you before?
Many times.
When was the first time?
3 weeks after we'd been married. He blacked both my eyes and punched me in the breast.
Do you know why he attacked you so brutally?
He said it was a brainstorm and that it wouldn't happen again. He pleaded with me not to tell anybody.
And did you?
No.
Why not?
Because I believed him. You see, we'd only been married 3 weeks and I was still very much in love with him.
So you didn't tell anyone that you had been assaulted?
No. I even stayed indoors until the swelling and bruising had gone.
You didn't receive any medical attention?
I should have done, but no, I didn't.
You suffered in silence?
Yes.
Nobody saw you when the skin surrounding both your eyes was swollen and severely bruised?
No.
What about tradesmen?
I didn't answer the door, not even to the postman or to the milkman.
Didn't you do any shopping during this period?
No, my husband did it all.
Mrs. Mostyn, do you normally hide yourself from people?
No. I like company. I like going out.
It was therefore unusual for you to remain in the house and not see anyone, yes?
Yes. I deliberately avoided everyone because of what my husband had done to me.
Now, you said your husband attacked you many times.
There were 4 times when he attacked me viciously.
When did the second vicious attack occur?
About a month later.
What did he do?
He punched me violently in the stomach.
Why?
I told him I thought I was pregnant.
Were you?
No.
Were there any witnesses?
No.
Did you mention this second episode to anyone?
No.
Didn't you go to your doctor?
No.
Was there any sign of injury?
Yes, there was bruising.
And you thought you were pregnant?
Yes.
But you didn't visit your doctor?
No.
I find this very hard to believe. Carry on.
What did you think after this second assault?
That it was no brainstorm. He knew he was hurting me and he wanted to hurt me.
Mrs. Mostyn, why didn't you leave him?
For the same reason I didn't go to my doctor. He said that if I told anyone, he'd kill me. I was in such a state that I believed him. But then came the grovelling. He bought me presents, he took me out. He was kind, considerate, attentive. After a few weeks, I began to wonder if perhaps it had been a brainstorm.
When did the third vicious attack occur?
About this time. It was over something quite petty. It was something to do with Christmas or who we were going to spend it with. In a few moments, it had flared up into a blazing row.
Would you tell the court what happened then?
I was ironing at the time. He grabbed hold of the iron and I tried to take it from him. Suddenly I could see it in front of my face, so I put up my arm to shield myself and my hand was burnt. The palm of my hand, but not badly though. Anyway, I got out the car and I drove to the police station. But I was hysterical, exaggerated things. I even shouted at the sergeant, blamed him for it. Well, he telephoned my husband, who came and collected me. I didn't pursue the matter.
You say you voluntarily went back to your house with a man you allege deliberately burnt your hand with a hot iron.
Yes, but I was hysterical. I didn't know what I was doing. Anyway, in the car, he said he'd go to a psychiatrist, but he never did.
I should now like to return to the events on the evening of the 14th of December.
Bill,
Oh, morning, Doctor.
where are you off to?
A pint and a sandwich.
May I join you?
Please do.
I think you might be able to help me. I've got a patient in St. Thomas's Hospital. Thanks. He had an accident at work, but the company's gone into liquidation. I'm wondering if he can still sue the directors.
Oh, sorry, I don't see how I can help you.
Any chance of asking a member of Chambers for an instant opinion?
Really ought to be done through a solicitor.
Yes, I know, Bill. I just want to find out if it's worth pursuing, that's all.
Why not mention it to Miss Peterson?
We made a vow not to talk shop to each other.
She asked you about the broken collarbone, didn't she?
Oh, you should say that was educational.
I tell you what, I'll have a quiet word with someone in Chambers.
Thanks very much, Bill. Cheers. Well, how's Miss Peterson settling down as head of Chambers?
Oh, very well. But she really ought to get herself an outside interest, a hobby. Something to take her mind off off her work.
She's always been keen.
Oh, very keen. She's even started phoning me at home.
I must say I agree with you. The number of times I've tried to get her interested in sailing.
Sailing? Ah, now that'd be ideal. Open sea, no telephone.
Is she leaning on you, Bill?
I'm not thinking of myself. I'm thinking of Miss Peterson.
And her sailing away in a boat.
To the world of good, yes.
There were no witnesses on these earlier occasions when you say you were assaulted?
No.
You told no one?
No.
Did you scream out in pain?
Yes.
But no one heard these screams?
The house is detached.
Are there perhaps houses on either side of you?
Yes.
But no one heard your loud screams of pain?
They weren't loud.
But they certainly weren't quiet. You've already admitted that. So there were no witnesses. You told no one. And not one neighbor heard any screaming at all.
No need to continue, Mr. Stanhope. The point is taken.
Now, you say your husband attacked you with a hot iron on one occasion. He's going to swear that you accidentally burnt your hand with the iron and then blamed him for it.
He's lying.
Sergeant Thompson, whom you harangued at the police station, will testify that you accused him of, among other things, maltreating his wife and children. Is he also lying?
I was hysterical at the time.
Yes, in his judgment, you were in a highly neurotic state.
Is it surprising?
Which brings me to your husband's remark in the car. According to you, he said he would definitely make an appointment with a psychiatrist. But I suggest it was you he was going to make the appointment for. Because, of course, you had already had psychiatric treatment, yes?
No.
You told your husband you'd visited a psychiatrist.
Yes, but that was when I was 14.
Ah, how long were you under the psychiatrist?
I wasn't.
How many times did you visit him?
Dr. Preston was a woman.
How many times did you visit her?
I don't know.
Then you saw her more than once.
Only because I wanted to.
You realized you were ill?
No.
You weren't ill?
No.
You weren't ill, and it was thought desirable you should visit a psychiatrist, and more than once?
Look, just because I went to a psychiatrist doesn't mean that I was or am off my head. I continued to see her because I wanted to.
You felt she could help you?
I found I could talk to her.
And you felt she could help you?
She understood me.
And no one else did?
No.
Excuse me, no one else understood you or everyone else did?
Everyone else didn't.
I see.
How many times did you visit the psychiatrist?
I can't be specific. I was only 14 at the time.
A generality will do.
Roughly once a fortnight for about 3 months.
What was wrong with you?
Nothing.
Is Dr. Preston to be called as a witness?
No, sir.
Why not?
She retired to Australia 4 years ago.
I should now like to come to the evening when you sustained a fractured clavicle. Had you been drinking?
Yes, but not heavily.
Why do you feel it necessary to reassure the court that you've not been drinking heavily?
I don't know.
You normally a heavy drinker?
No.
Have you ever been drunk?
Yes, I suppose so.
But not on this occasion?
No.
You say you'd been drinking, but not heavily. What would you call not heavily?
A few gins.
Can you be more precise?
About 3.
Yes, a few gins must be at least 3, mustn't they? Thank you. Now, according to your testimony, your husband threw you with such violence across the room against a marble fireplace as to cause you to fracture your collarbone, correct?
Yes.
No eyewitnesses?
No.
Did you scream?
Yes.
But the world was deaf and did not hear.
Mrs. Krieg heard.
Your husband is going to swear that owing to your inebriate state and your hysteria, you failed to keep your balance. And you stumbled and fell heavily against the marble fireplace.
No.
But you'd been drinking.
Yes, not heavily.
You've admitted to having at least 3 glasses of gin.
I was not drunk.
Would you not agree that that is usually the opinion of people who have had too much to drink?
Did you go alone to see Dr. Preston?
No. Both my parents accompanied me because it was their idea. They thought I was too rebellious.
Did the psychiatrist come to the same conclusion?
Hearsay.
She said it was my age, nothing more, and that they were the ones who needed help.
Hearsay.
Do you enjoy a drink, Mrs. Mostyn?
Yes, I do.
How many gin and tonics would you have to drink before you started to lose your balance?
About 4 large ones.
And how many gin and tonics did you drink on the evening of the 14th of December?
3 small ones. And I was in complete control of all my faculties.
No further questions. Bill? Miss Peterson, have you managed to get out the trial balance yet?
But you said you wanted the detailed breakdown first.
Well, I thought you'd have finished that by now.
Finished it? I haven't even started it. I'm still doing the accounts. I know what I said, Miss Peterson, but I keep being interrupted. The phone hasn't stopped for a minute. I haven't had a moment.
I was hoping to look at the figures tonight. When do you think you'll complete the accounts?
Depends if I'm interrupted again. How's the battered wife, by the way? No, I'm not changing the subject, Miss Peterson. You ought to have it sometime tomorrow. Not at all. Bye. Oh, she definitely needs a hobby.
Was Mrs. Mostyn in a drunken state when you examined her, Dr. Webb?
No, but I knew she'd been drinking. I could smell it on her breath.
Could she have been in a drunken state prior to your seeing her?
Oh, I just wouldn't know.
But she was sober when you saw her in the casualty department?
Yes.
Would you please tell the court the extent of Mrs. Mostyn's injury?
The X-ray proved what I thought when I first examined her. She had a fractured clavicle.
Was there anything to indicate how she'd received her fracture?
Well, she fell, didn't she?
How did you arrive at that conclusion?
Well, she told me.
She told you?
Yes, she said she'd stumbled and fallen against a marble fireplace.
Was that remark borne out by what you saw?
Yes.
There was nothing to suggest that she could have been the victim of a violent attack.
The cause of the fracture was quite consistent with what she said had happened. That she'd fallen accidentally against a fireplace.
Sir, I wonder if I might have a word with my client. Did you say that to him?
I can't remember.
But if you did, why?
I don't know.
Was Mrs. Mostyn in a state of shock?
Yes. She was also in a great deal of distress.
As a doctor, would you say that someone suffering from shock doesn't always say what he or she means?
Yes, I don't think I'd argue with that.
And you would agree that Mrs. Mostyn's injury could have been caused by somebody throwing her against the fireplace?
Yes, except she didn't say that.
But she was in great distress.
Yes, and somewhat frightened.
Somewhat frightened, you say?
I did get that impression.
Was her husband in close proximity to her?
He was in the waiting room. I spoke to him. He was very concerned. Wondered if she'd told me what had happened.
So you told him what she told you?
Yes.
What was his reaction?
Boy, he simply said he thought it was...
Not what he said. His reaction.
Oh, I'm sorry, I don't remember.
Did he smile? Did he stare? Did he frown? Did he give a sigh of relief?
I can't help you, I'm sorry.
Very good.
Terrible.
Dr. Webb, would you agree that a great number of people are frightened when they enter a hospital?
Oh, I don't know about a great number, but some certainly are.
Thank you. Now, I should just now like to clarify what Mrs. Mostyn said to you.
We are going to be slaughtered.
She told you she'd fallen accident.
When did you arrive at the house, Mrs. Krieg?
In time to hear Joy scream out. It was ages before Gordon answered the door. He was in a panic, said he had to get Joy to hospital. I asked what had happened, and he mumbled something I couldn't catch. I dashed in, and Gordon followed me. I found her sitting holding her arm. She looked like death, and she was whimpering.
Would you say Mrs. Mostyn was drunk?
No. I asked what had happened, and she said, "What do you think?"
Is that all she said?
Well, I knew what she meant. It was enough. It's happened to me. I've been beaten up by him.
That's not what I asked.
But it's true. He did attack me once.
We are concerned only with the events of the 14th of December. Everything else is inadmissible. Do you understand? Now, Mrs. Mostyn said, "What do you think?" Is that all she said?
It was enough.
Is that all she said?
But this isn't fair. I knew what she meant.
Is that all she said?
Answer yes or no, please.
Yes.
Did you say anything else to her?
I didn't get the chance. Gordon was there to make sure she didn't tell me the truth. He got onto her feet, said he was taking her to hospital. I said I'd go along too, but he said no. I said, why not? He said, I don't want you around. Well, I knew why. He was scared stiff I'd find out he'd assaulted her.
Opinion?
Well, it wasn't natural not to want me. I could have helped. I could have sat in the back of the car and made sure she wasn't jogged up and down. But no, he didn't want me anywhere near, and the reason was obvious.
When did you see Mrs. Mostyn again?
The following day. The bruises were even more obvious by then.
Thank you, Mrs. Krieg.
What were you doing there in the first place, Mrs. Krieg?
I'm a friend of Mrs. Mostyn. I just popped in for a quick chat.
Now, you said Mr. Mostyn mumbled something you couldn't catch.
Yes.
You didn't hear him say to you, she's had an accident?
No.
Mr. Mostyn is going to swear that he did, in fact, say that to you.
Well, he would, wouldn't he?
Because what he said was true.
As a cover-up.
But, Mrs. Krieg, you were not in the room at the time. He was.
So was Mrs. Mostyn.
But all she said to you was, what do you think?
Well, that was all she had to say.
Why?
Because I've been beaten up by him as well.
I see. Was this before he married Mrs. Mostyn?
Yes. But I didn't think I was allowed to talk about it.
It doesn't appear to have stopped you, Mrs. Krieg. Would you just tell us, did you know Mr. and Mrs. Mostyn were going to be married?
Yes, we had the same circle of friends.
And did you warn your friend that she was about to marry a callous brute?
No, because she wouldn't have believed me. And anyway, it would have sounded like sour grapes.
So you didn't warn her? So when she said to you, what do you think, she couldn't have possibly meant you to deduce that she'd been viciously attacked by her husband? I'm right, aren't I? Whereas she might well have been implying that the injury was an accident.
She was deliberately flung against the fireplace.
But you were not in the room, Mrs. Krieg.
I heard the scream.
Are you suggesting she would not have screamed had it been an accident? You mentioned sour grapes earlier on.
Yes, because she knew Gordon and I had had an affair.
Would you agree that sour grapes is a term used to describe a person who is jealous and bitter?
Well, I'm sure that's what Mrs. Mostyn would have thought of me if I'd told her that he'd beaten me up.
I suggest that you've lied to the court because you had an affair with Mr. Mostyn and he dropped you and you've never forgiven him.
Is that the best you can do?
I will not have impertinence in my court. Now answer the question.
No, I have not lied. I wanted nothing more to do with him after he kicked me in the ribs.
You seem to be intent on dragging this alleged assault of yours into your evidence at every opportunity. Very well, let's see it for what it is. You say Mr. Mostyn attacked you.
He damn near killed me.
He attempted to murder you.
I was exaggerating.
I see. Were there any witnesses to this assault?
No.
Where did the assault take place?
In my flat.
Was there some kind of argument between you?
There was a hell of a row. He was shouting and I was screaming for help.
You screamed for help?
Yes.
You did say it was a flat?
Yes.
With neighbours above you and below you?
They didn't want to become involved.
Are you suggesting your neighbours are that insensitive? So bereft of feeling they wouldn't stir from their rooms to help a girl who was screaming for help? They couldn't even be bothered to telephone the police?
Well, perhaps I didn't actually scream for help.
Either you did, or you didn't.
Well, I can't remember.
Did you scream for help?
Well, someone must have heard us shouting.
Did you scream for help?
No.
In other words, you've lied to the court.
No.
Are you now saying that you did scream for help?
No, but that's all I've lied about. Everything else I've said is true.
Are you sure Mr. Mostyn assaulted you?
Yes.
Did you give him up? Or did he give you up?
It was mutual.
No further questions.
We'll adjourn now till 2 o'clock.
Why did she have to bring in her own assault?
Witnesses are always the same. They will try to gild the lily.
And why was she so rude?
I think she got carried away. Pity she wasn't.
But where do we go from here?
Lunch. I'm hungry. I thought Stanhope handled that very well, didn't you?
I wonder if Mostyn is a good surgeon.
Why?
It may sway old Filson.
Only if he's in any doubt.
You don't think he will be?
Oh, depends what Mostyn's like under cross-examination.
I'll say this for him. He has a hefty pair of shoulders.
Useful for crying on. After he's beaten you up, of course.
Come in. Oh, any luck?
Yes, thanks very much, Bill. Your Mr. Johnson thought it was well worth pursuing.
Oh, good.
Would you mind giving this to Mr. Johnson? It's just a few cigars. Well, it's hardly worth going back. Is Miss Peterson still in court?
Yes, Doctor.
Right. I think I'll go and see how it's done. Thanks, Bill.
Yes? Oh, hello, Mr. Elliot. Yes, I've got a brief for you at Willesden tomorrow morning at 10. Problem? Well, I don't see any problem. What's the problem, Mr. Elliot? You're in Birmingham at the moment. Yeah, well, that's only a couple of hours away down the M1. Oh, dear. Sounds like a blown gasket to me. Still, if you will go in for these foreign cars... I forgot. He hasn't got a sense of humour.
I did come home later than usual. I'd been busy at the hospital. I was one of a team operating on a 7-year-old child. It was a major operation. It took 4 hours to complete. Fortunately, it was successful. But I was tired. I felt drained. And I got home to find my wife drunk. And we'd arranged to go out for the evening, and she accused me of coming home late deliberately. She lambasted me for treating her like dirt. I started to tell her about the operation, but she wouldn't listen. She said, to hell with the operation. She said she should come first. She got quite hysterical and started to sway. I moved towards her because I thought she was going to fall, but she pushed me aside, took a swing at me, staggered across the room, stumbled over a stool, and crashed against the fireplace. She screamed and passed out. Well, when she came to again, she was very quiet due to shock. She started to sober up and agreed to let me drive her to the hospital.
Were there any witnesses to the accident?
No, Mrs. Krieg arrived after it had happened. I told her my wife had met with an accident.
Now, Mrs. Krieg has maintained you did not want her to go with your wife to the hospital.
No, I certainly didn't. Well, she's the wrong sort of person to comfort anyone. She's far too abrasive.
Is that a professional opinion?
Yes. And that's the only reason I didn't want her with us.
Did you ever at any time assault Mrs. Krieg?
No.
And what was your reaction when your wife informed you that she was going to take you to court on a charge of malicious wounding?
I was stunned. I told her I thought she was a very sick woman.
Thank you.
You're quite certain you never assaulted Mrs. Krieg?
I'm quite certain.
Yet she is equally certain that you did.
She's lying.
Why would she?
To get her own back.
Why would she want to do that?
The fact I dropped her must still rankle.
But she's since married.
So?
So why should she continue to feel such bitterness towards you?
I did not assault her. She's lying.
But you haven't lied.
No.
You alone have told the truth.
Yes.
Would you say that your wife and Mrs. Krieg are evil women?
Evil?
Yes, all bad.
Well, no, but they are neurotic.
Are you attracted to neurotic women?
I must be.
I see. You knew they were neurotic when you first met them?
But no, they appeared perfectly normal.
Could it be that you made them neurotic?
No,
No possibility of that.
none at all.
You admit to having no faults?
That is not what I said.
But that's all you have been saying. According to you, you are a paragon of virtue. Don't you ever get angry?
Of course I get angry, but when I do, there's justification for it.
You're allowed to justify your anger, but you deny it to others, yes?
No.
Then you would agree that your wife's anger could be justified.
No, she is a manic depressive.
That is an opinion, Mr. Mostyn.
I happen to know the facts.
Doesn't she?
No, facts have nothing to do with reality.
Now, you say your wife was drunk on the evening of the 14th of December.
Yes.
And you were tired.
Well, I just spent 4 hours in an operating theatre.
And you were tired.
Well, wouldn't you have been?
I'm not in the witness box, Mr. Mostyn. You are. You were tired, yes?
Yes.
Irritable?
No, just tired, just wanting to relax.
And your wife wouldn't let you?
No, she wouldn't.
But you didn't lose your temper?
Well, she was the one who lost her temper.
You'd spent 4 hours in the operating theatre, you felt tired, you wanted to relax, and you came home to find your wife drunk and in a neurotic state, yes?
Yes.
And you remained saint-like throughout her verbal onslaught.
Well, naturally I remonstrated with her.
What do you mean, remonstrated?
I protested at her lack of understanding.
Was this a silent protest?
No.
In other words, you shouted at her?
Only because she was shouting at me. She had no control over herself whatsoever.
But you had.
Yes.
You were in complete control.
Yes.
And your wife became hysterical.
Yes.
Did you touch her?
No.
Didn't you slap her face?
No.
But if a woman is being hysterical, surely some kind of shock treatment is necessary in order to calm her down.
Not at all. In that situation, you merely reassure the patient gently but firmly.
So how did you reassure her?
I chatted to her.
But you said she was in a drunken hysteria. Just how does one chat to someone who's in a drunken hysteria?
I told her she might hurt herself.
You realized there was a danger of that?
Yes.
Yet you did nothing to restrain her?
I put my hands on her shoulders.
Then you did touch her?
In order to calm her down.
But you said you didn't touch her.
I was fully justified.
You said you didn't touch her.
I didn't want her to hurt herself.
You said you did not touch her.
All right, I grabbed hold of her shoulders, but I didn't shake her and I did not shove her across the room.
But you did take hold of her shoulders?
Yes.
And did she calm down?
No, she pushed me aside, took a swing at me,
One
staggered
moment. You say she pushed you aside?
Yes.
What do you weigh, Mr. Mostyn?
Why?
Just answer the question.
13 stone.
Your wife was drunk, she was hysterical, you had both hands grasping her shoulders, and yet she pushed you aside?
Yes.
I wouldn't have thought it possible.
Well, it's what she did.
If you had been able to calm your wife, she probably wouldn't have broken her collarbone, true?
True.
Therefore, you were partly responsible for what happened.
No.
But you failed to calm her.
I was in no way responsible.
Was that how you felt after the accident?
Yes.
No feeling of guilt?
None whatsoever.
Isn't that a little unusual?
No.
You're a kind man.
Yes.
Sensitive?
Yes.
A loving husband?
Yes.
And yet when your wife broke her collarbone, you felt no qualms of conscience.
Naturally, I felt sorry for her.
But surely after the accident occurred, you must have felt some degree of responsibility.
I was not to blame. I just spent 4 hours saving a 7-year-old child. I'd passed his parents in the corridor, seen their worried faces. I felt tired. I felt washed out. Yet when I get home, I'm met by a tirade of abuse because Madam wants to go out for the evening and I'm half an hour late. Just half an hour, that's all. And the minute I walked through that bloody door, all hell lets loose. Oh, no wonder I blew my top.
Your wife was looking forward to going out?
Yes.
Then why was she drunk? Why did she get drunk?
Because I was late.
Only half an hour late. Can you get drunk in half an hour?
My wife can.
But I don't understand why your wife should want to get drunk if she was looking forward to going out for the evening.
All right, maybe she wasn't drunk, but she had been drinking and drinking heavily.
So you blew your top.
I just wanted some peace. I didn't want to hear about her stupid activities.
What activities?
Who she met and what she bought.
But I don't understand why your wife should get hysterical about who she'd met and what she'd bought.
She got hysterical because I was half an hour late.
So when did she tell you about these activities?
Later. That came later.
I see. Your wife was hysterical, you grasped hold of her shoulders.
In order
pushed
to...
aside your 13 stone, took a swing at you, and still in a drunken, hysterical state, proceeded to tell you who she'd met and what she'd bought? Would you not agree there are certain inconsistencies in your evidence? Thank you.
I have no re-examination. I should like a word with my client.
Yes, Mr. Stanhope. I think that might be a very good idea. Very well. I'll rise for 5 minutes.
What's happening? Tell you in a moment.
Mr. Mostyn, under the circumstances, I strongly advise you to change your plea. The magistrate has clearly made up his mind, but you might come out of this with some merit if you were to own up to it. Do you agree?
You've won.
It's a most serious offence, which warrants a prison sentence. However, you have pleaded guilty, albeit at the 11th hour. You have apologized for the great harm you have done, and you have agreed to undergo psychiatric treatment. I also take into consideration the fact that you serve the community in your capacity as a surgeon. But don't think your profession will help you should you appear before me again on a similar charge. I sentence you to 6 months in prison, suspended for 2 years. You are also fined £250.
In all the circumstances, sir, I would make an application for a £50 contribution towards my client's costs.
You can't object to that, can you, Mr. Stanhope? Very well.
Isn't he going to prison then?
No.
I thought you said I'd won.
Oh, by the way, I forgot to tell you...
Oh, Miss Peterson.
Yes, Bill?
The accounts are up to date.
Thank you. When can I expect the trial balance?
Well, in a couple of days' time. How did it go?
Very well. Do you think it'd be possible to give me a breakdown on these repair costs?
Well, yes, it's possible, but is it worth it? I mean, if a floorboard needs renewing, it needs renewing.
All the same, I think I'd rather have a breakdown.
Harriet, we're getting far too immersed in our work. Now, what we need is a hobby. Now, why don't we buy ourselves a boat and get away from everything and everybody?
Wish I could afford to go sailing.
Wouldn't dream of leaving you out, Bill. You can come and crew for us.